Hey you, welcome back to my channel. Today we're discussing an important and often misunderstood topic. Can people with dyslexia learn to read? Well, spoiler alert, the answer is yes, but it's a bit more nuanced than that. Just to remind you, dyslexia is a specific learning difference that primarily affects reading, spelling and language processing. It's not related to intelligence in any way or effort. In fact, many individuals with dyslexia excel in problem solving and big picture thinking in creative fields. Dr. Marianne Wolf describes the dyslexic brain as having a different neural organisation compared to typical readers. Brain imaging studies show that the left hemisphere's reading network, which includes areas crucial for phonological processing and word recognition, is often underactivated in dyslexia. As a result, the brain compensates by engaging the right hemisphere and other regions, making reading slower and more effortful. Dyslexia is not a vision problem. It's a difference in how the brain processes written language. For someone with dyslexia, letters and words can feel like a frustrating puzzle. According to Ron Davis, the author of The Gift of Dyslexia, dyslexic individuals are often highly visual and spatial thinkers. When faced with confusion, especially with written words, they instinctively rely on their natural ability to mentally manipulate and alter their perception to find a solution. This three-dimensional thinking can be a strength in creative problem solving and contributes to reading challenges, especially if letters seem to shift, rotate, or become unrecognizable. However, just because reading is difficult doesn't mean it's impossible. With a whole language approach, including structured literacy, multisensory techniques, and individualized learning strategies, dyslexic learners can develop effective reading skills and leverage their unique cognitive strengths. People with dyslexia absolutely can learn to read. It might take more time, a different approach, and a lot of patience, but it's 100% achievable. The key reason that people with dyslexia struggle to read is that they find focusing on two-dimensional symbols, the letters and words that make up our written language, difficult. This is because of the three-dimensional way of thinking I mentioned earlier. According to Ron Davis, dyslexic individuals naturally perceive the world in a multidimensional visual spatial manner, which is great for creativity and problem solving, but poses challenges when dealing with flat, two-dimensional representations like printed text. When a dyslexic person encounters a word or letter that they don't immediately recognize, their brain may instinctively try to solve the confusion by mentally rotating or altering the image, similar to how they would approach a three-dimensional object. This can lead to distortions in how they perceive the word, causing letters to seem out of order, reversed, or even disappearing entirely. As a result, reading becomes slower, more effortful, and prone to mistakes. However, Davis emphasises that this unique way of thinking isn't actually a flaw. It's a strength in many other contexts, such as art, design, and innovation. The challenge is simply in bridging the gap between their natural thinking style and the two-dimensional nature of written language. Structured literacy programs can be helpful for some people with dyslexia as they teach reading in a systematic and explicit way. However, for highly visual and kinesthetic learners, a multisensory approach is often much more effective. This is where the Davis methods, like the ones we use at Dyslexia Unpuzzled, come in. The Davis methods emphasize engaging the individual's natural visual spatial strengths by using visuals, touch, sound to reinforce learning. For example, creating letters and words in clay allows learners to interact with the shapes in a tactile, hands-on way in accordance with the saying the letters and words aloud. This helps strengthen auditory connections. Additionally, modelling the meaning of words by creating physical representations or connecting words to real-life concepts makes them more meaningful and easier to remember. Without strategies like this, people with dyslexia often find it difficult to retain and process information they have just read. This is not because the short-term recall is missing, but because their brain is working harder to decode the words. This extra effort can leave fewer cognitive resources available for understanding and storing information. Additionally, challenges with working memory, the ability to hold on and manipulate information in real time, can make it harder to connect ideas, follow sequences and recall details immediately after reading. Once information is fully processed and understood, however, the dyslexic individuals often retain it really well and can apply it effectively. Ron Davis also developed a technique to help individuals effectively recall and retain the information that they read. This method is part of the 3 steps to easier reading, which we use at Dyslexia Unpuzzled to support both reading accuracy and fluency, while also ensuring effective comprehension. This process not only helps dyslexic learners grasp the mechanics of reading, but also aligns with their unique cognitive strengths, enabling them to succeed in ways traditional methods do not. Well, we're well into the digital age now, and tools like audiobooks and text-to-speech software and specialised reading apps can make a world of difference to people who struggle to read a physical book. Dyslexia doesn't have to mean no reading, it just means approaching it differently. For a person with dyslexia, reading can require effort, effective support. It's vitally important in school, where a supportive and understanding teacher can make a world of difference, and of course, family encouragement goes a long way. It's imperative also that the support network extends into the community and into the workplace. The struggle with dyslexia doesn't end when you leave school, so extended support is crucial. Small steps may be small steps, however, they are still steps. It's also important that learning to read is just one part of the journey. Often individuals with dyslexia may excel in different areas, and their path might not look like everyone else's, and that's perfectly okay. To anyone out there that battles daily with dyslexia, or parents who might be listening to this for their kids, here's the thing. Dyslexia doesn't define you. It's just one piece of your story. You can read. You can achieve your goals. It most often requires a different approach that works better with your visual strengths. And hey, if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future episodes. Your support helps me reach more people who might need these insights. Thanks so much for listening today, and I'll see you next time.